Oh, there we go.
Here we are. At the edge of everything.
What's up, what's up, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, the things people don't notice about when streaming is having to quickly leaf through your programs to hit the mute button so you can sneeze like a fucking moose. Ugh.
Delma, you should definitely check out the rest of James Ferraro's stuff. This was my first song hearing by him as well. I love it. I put it on as a loop sometimes. But you should definitely check out the rest of that discography I linked. I got every single album off of that page. New Year's been all right so far. I think you'll open up to more of it. It takes a while. There's also compilations he did in the collaboration he did with the guy from Mother Mallard. A couple other people. I have that on vinyl, actually.
Yay.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm up for something merry, though, before we get into the deep, dark, ambient shit later. Kemp's Jig by Griffin. The Mordhau music. All I think about is people getting their heads bashed in and two old guys screaming during a plane crash. The song has been just like demolished for me. I still love it and I still listen to it, but I used to think of a bunch of little, like, peasant-looking bird dudes in medieval garb, like hopping and skipping through town together, playing this music in a medieval village. I don't know, but like now it's just like death, mayhem, and pure terror. Well, that just depends on the flavor of ambience. There's some of them. There's some. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're doing the dark, ambient, hopeless future kind of stuff, yeah, it's just gonna put you in a dark place. There's some ambient music that, like, it's got the right chord arpeggios and shit that just makes you feel like I need to get down to business and get some work done. Because I took the limitless pill. I took the Bradley
Brian Eno's
Cooper
a good
cocktail.
example.
Huh?
Brian Eno is a good example.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, is like the computer music from Brian Eno. I'm hanging there pretty good. Sure, thank you for the follow. It's appreciated. Hope you're all having a good time. Sorry I'm not too talkative. I'm just kind of in the zone. I'm really close to being on schedule. I really want to release episode 2 on the day of the 30th anniversary of Star Fox 1's US release. And that is March 26th. I've only got one scene left to go after this one, and it's done. I'm actually doing the most extreme things to animate in this scene are this beginning walking thing and the sign language. Other than that, it's just them talking to each other as tension builds up. I'm gonna try really hard. If I don't make it, then I'll release it, a month later on the anniversary of the first episode. I don't know. We'll see. But my goal is March 26th. I have it done in February and spend the first part of March just polishing, getting all the little errors fixed, the coloring, fill, bucket errors, and everything like that. And get it released on March 26th. But we'll see. Like, if I don't make that goal, it's gonna be like a month late or a couple weeks late. Like, we're at the end. There's only one scene left for me to animate after this one. Like, we're almost there, but I really want to try and make that deadline. I even worked through COVID. Granted, my COVID wasn't too bad, but I was doped up on Dayquil the whole time. Book the day off at your own risk. Just don't get mad at me if I'm a day or two late. I'm going to try. This is me trying. I'm not giving my word that it will be 100% on that date. I don't want anybody to get mad at me. Either a Fox in Space day or I'm dead to you day. Let's get some good positive reinforcement. My inner slave driver screaming at me to get back to work. Ow! 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 Something along those lines. Why do you need Swedish assistance? There we go. That's better. I misread that as the web ring. You guys remember web rings? I'm sure some of them defiantly still exist. Sounds like somebody got suggested the same YouTube video I did. You should look up Mobius too. And all the Renee Laloux movies. Quite a trip. I'd like to kidnap all of you and take you to Shediac again. And do nothing but hang out on the beach and every night just go through random PlayStation 1 JRPGs.
That's where we went and got the fish and chips, right?
No, Shediac was where the cabin was.
That's right, that's right.
But I don't know, there's a lot of PlayStation 1 JRPGs that I kind of want to go through. And just all of us playing, like here, you play for an hour and tell me what items you got and what level ups you got and shit. I used to love doing that.
I never played the Wild Arm games.
That's what I'm playing the music from right now. That's what made me think.
Are you serious?
But, yeah.
I have your stream muted.
I'm playing that's why I'm talking about, because I'm listening to the Wild Arms Second Ignition soundtrack, and that's kind of the one I want to go through, because we're going through Parasite Eve right now. I'd like to go through Final Fantasy VII again.
Mm-hmm. I'd love for you to play 9. I know you had the ending spoiled, but that still doesn't mean that.
Not for 9. I had the ending spoiled for 7.
That's
I
right.
watched 8 get beaten.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't even remember the spoiler for 7 now. Like, I mean, I know who dies, and I know at the end of 7 there's like a 200 years later segment about a comet and Nanaki or whatever, and that's all I remember now. I mean, like I said, I don't care. Like, oh, a character dies from a game when I was going through puberty. Okay, this is so long ago, I don't even hardly remember. 1 second. Hi, baby. You gonna give me snuffles? Yes, that's your baby. Here, come here, come here. You can't have that. That would literally kill you.
It's chocolate.
Yeah, it's my little baby. It's Lex. That's our black lab retriever. I'm sorry, baby. I don't have anything for you.
Baby, I'm so sorry. I don't have anything.
I'll show you a picture. That will be my compromise. These are all pictures within like a couple months. Okay. It's the best. Can I open a video in Chrome? Does Chrome allow video? No, never mind. Okay, well, whatever. This is the baby. Just lay on the couch. What an ugly dog. He can be ugly when he wants to be. Oh, he's not. He lays on the couch like this. I'll be playing video games or working on my cartoon, and I'll just come upstairs and look in the living room, and he will be laying on the couch like this. Sometimes I put him in that position, but like I'll just come in and be like, "What's the puppy doing?" And I'll look at him.
He probably learned that position from you.
Yeah,
like
I
you
learned
put
it
him there
from
one
you,
day, and he was like, "Oh."
That's just how I like. Seriously, I'll just come in and just see a dog laying on the couch like this, just like, "Oh hey, what's up? Have you got any more Timbits?" Okay. Greg, are you there? Oh, Greg isn't here yet. No, if I took a picture on the couch of me laying like that, like, oh my God, no thank you. Maybe when I get a little more ripped, I'm gonna get a preacher curl bench when I finish episode 2. I'm gonna try to get my arms and my abs looking a little bit better. It's not a huge priority, but I would like to get a little more in shape. I've spent the last 6 years of my life like in a basement working on this with the old filter and look like Metal Gear Solid 4 Snake. Oh my lord. For this me learning it's like day 4 of having a saxophone. Let me find it. Yeah, here we go. I need to get that. That's another thing I want to do. I want to pull that saxophone out. I haven't touched it in over a year. I want to get back into that. Remember when I go up there and play the sax, he would lose his mind. Well, it's the notes of the theme song from A Fox in Space episode 1, but my friend Stuart did all of the saxophone. And I told him I eventually wanted to learn how to do it myself. I don't even need to learn how to play like super good. Just some slow ambient stuff. And I'll be able to do all of the soundtrack for my cartoon.
That won't be hard.
I don't think it'll be hard for me. Like, if I can do that much in like 4 days of fucking around and not having a teacher, yeah, I'll be able to do the upper segments. Cause like the story about the fox and the violence, like there's gonna be a story about James Falcon, the nerdy hyena dude that's kind of been drugged out of his memory. But there's also going to be like a kind of a giallo Italian 70s style detective story with a fox and a wolf guy. And I want to do a lot of giallo style music. 60s Italian detective movie style stuff. Giallo is just Italian for yellow, but it's like a theme of movies in Italy. Like, I don't know how to explain it too well.
Some Stelvio Capriani shit.
Yeah, he did a lot of soundtracks. Stelvio. Stelvio Cipriani or Stelvio. That's such a cool name, Stelvio.
Yeah.
I want to play one of his audio loops. I have a couple.
I don't know what it is, but I want to smell like a Stelvio.
I'm Stelvio.
You could put a Stelvio in the violence.
I could. But yeah, like it's going to be a reference to such a genre that like no one who watches the violence is going to like, maybe like 4 people, some horror movie aficionados will be like, wow, this guy's like referencing old Italian detective movies. Like, yeah, I want the green-eyed fox guy that's basically Vincent Gallo as a fox and a detective. Like Vincent Gallo from Buffalo 66. And I don't know, he's a smart ass. He's a fox. It's like, can you imagine if Nick Wilde from Zootopia was played by Vincent Gallo instead of...
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Judy, why is your fucking car so dirty?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nick, you're hurting me. Yeah, shut your mouth or I'll really hurt you. You see how nice when a car's clean? Don't you say thanks? What? Don't you say thank you? What? Hey, miss. Hey, miss. You got a quarter I can borrow? Can I borrow it? Yes. Can I borrow it now?
The wretched scene where he has to visit his parents done up like that. Oh my god.
Go, you idiot! You blew it! Just like that day back in 66. I wish I never had him.
God. Oh.
Billy, you love chocolate. I never ate chocolate, Ma. I'm allergic to chocolate. How do you not remember that? You always ate chocolate, Billy. You always ate chocolate. Because it's like, Mom, my favorite find me. Oh, dear Billy, what happened? His face is all like bloated. Oh my god. Yeah, there's gonna be a character in the violence that very closely resembles Vincent Gallo as a fox. Oh my god. I can't wait. See, I was gonna be the original James Falcon, it's gonna be Todd Marshall instead. And he was the original design for James Falcon, and then I finally decided, like, no, I want the main character to be a hyena. I've already done a fox. I don't want to do foxes anymore. I want to do a hyena character. Fox fatigue. That's got to be a thing in the furry fandom. Like, I got tired of my OC being a fox, so I'm gonna be a wolf now. A hyena. Hyenas are the new fox, I guess. I had a certain talking down to that made me realize I'm closer to a hyena than a fox, I guess. I don't know. I can do the furry thing and just have both. I'm a hyenox. I'm a hybrid. I have a neon purple nose. Changes color based on how angry I am. My eyes change color based on what mood I'm in. Asterisk, stay away if they're green. Oh, sorry, I'll quit. Eventually. How much cringe can you binge? Today, my college presentation in Public Speaking 101 is about My Little Pony, My Little Pony. I did like the fucking trap beat song about My Little Pony as college.
I wish you wouldn't.
I wish you wouldn't. Can you stop? Can you rewind and erase all this that I just heard? Pray to Jesus, please us.
I think you made me religious. I think I'm so afraid that there must be a God now.
What was that? My Little Pony. Not there's anything wrong with liking My Little Pony. You can be a brony. No. You can be into ponies or whatever. Don't care. Been in the furry fandom for literally, well, one more year will be 30 years. I found the furry fandom in either 94 or 95, so. When it was the funny animal fandom. Bleep, beep, beep, bloop, bloop. Ringworm, jock itch, psoriasis, corns and calluses. It cures everything. Polyester ringworm outbreak at the last furry convention. Somebody here is like, like, what? I refuse to believe that anything even remotely resembling that has ever occurred in natural. And you're like, oh, well, it happened at a furry convention. I was like, oh, well, of course that would happen at a furry convention. Why didn't you lead with that?
Yeah, and apparently at a furry convention, AIDS got a sequel. Like, it's just, it happened there.
Wait, for real?
No.
A
but
hyper.
it sounds like...
Damn.
Somehow they did it.
James Cameron, we've got to raise the bar. Oh, really? That is that a little offsides? We apologize. Lemur hands. Can I stop drawing them? Ooh, Jesus.
You got off easy.
Huh?
You got off easy by giving James only one hand.
Yeah. Well, but his other hand's got all these, like, mechanisms and shit that I'd rather draw fingers than.
That's true.
What I feel in my brain when I think of the furry fandom in 2023, and especially 2024 election year.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Man, y'all enjoy. Please enjoy 2023 while you can, because some very weird shit is going to happen with the actual mechanics of the internet in 2024. Don't even know, like, I'm not even like talking like, you know, logically projecting stuff from statistics that I've gathered. It's just 2024 is going to be a crazy year for the internet. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's gonna be downhill until you hit a low, and then there's gonna be an upswing. But it's like, is that gonna be in 2 years? Is it gonna be in 20 years? Is it gonna be after I die? Who's to say? Like, don't worry. We won't get all like philosophical and doomer and shit on here tonight. Not tonight, at least. I'm not drunk enough. But just take care of your friends. Don't let your spirits get too down.
You just got to worry about this stuff that you can control.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that Russian lady that was like, there's no such thing as the East and the West. We're all on a cultural spectrum, and you gotta, you know, see where other people are coming from and try to compromise and mingle in the middle. I don't know if that's a horrible bastardization of what she was actually getting at, but I thought it was cool to hear that come from somebody that's not me.
That lecture gave me a lot of peace.
It made me feel really cool. Like, I hope that a lot of other people listen to stuff like that. Yekaterina Schulman. She has some really cool stuff to talk about. Russian political scientists aren't exactly on the up and up right now, but the ones that can get out of there and say what they want to say without being shut down by the government. I don't care what your political alignments are, but like when it gets to the point where your country makes you go to jail for having opinions on stuff, you're in a failed state. I'm sorry. Like, if you're not allowed to be like, hey, the government sucks and you all should like change the government, and just saying something that basic can get you jail time, yeah, you're in a situation that you don't need to be in. No one should have to be worried about shit like that. It's cool that she got away and could, say stuff, not get in trouble for it. If shit like that started to happen, like if you like didn't matter like who was in power, you weren't allowed to say anything about whichever side had presidency for 4 years, or you'd get arrested. It wouldn't matter like which side had a president. I would be one of the first people to go straight to the shoe. I'd be put in fucking solitary. Like, oh, if you make a joke about this president because they're president right now, you'll go to jail. It's like, let me go pick out a fucking toothbrush. Yeah, holy fuck. That's going to be a big thing in the violence. There's going to be a string of comedians who start making jokes about the new city mayor or whatever, and they start getting in trouble. That's where I want to get actual comedians to voice act the characters. I just don't know if I'll have enough money. You know Jordan Jensen? The chick
I don't.
from B&EN podcast in Cumtown. She's that girl comedian that's on the Adam Friedland show in Cumtown sometimes. Like, she's really, really good friends with him. I want to hire her to voice one of the female comedians in my cartoon. I think she'd do it too. It would have to be for money, of course, but I think if I showed her the cartoon, like, she's probably top 3 of my top 3 favorite female comedians right now. Like right now, like if I had to pick somebody from the past, it'd be like Margaret Cho and someone else, but like girl comedians that are out there like making people laugh and making me fucking laugh like a son of a bitch. Yeah, she's definitely in the top 3. Taylor Tomlinson is pretty funny. But yeah, Jordan Jensen, I think she's my favorite female comedian right now. Comedian, or however the fuck a feller pronounces it, because I think it's spelled different if it's a girl that's a comedian. It's like instead of I-A-N, it's like I-E-N-N-E or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, Old Yeller, instead of it being a regular, like, golden retriever, it's a dude who's a golden retriever furry who won't, like, ever take off his fur suit. His friend's like, I'm doing this because I love you. What's the Wonder Chosen thing? When a man becomes a man, becomes a man, becomes a man. Oh, man, that was a good one. Terrifying and gross, but good nonetheless.
He's called Old Yeller because his suit didn't used to be yellow.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just really critical of restaurant establishments and always eats at them in his fursuit and leaves nasty, scathing reviews if they don't respect him in his fursuit.
But it's always a Denny's.
So he would be Old Yelper.
I need
Never have I
need sound effects.
It's here.
Yeah, and I need to get my own.
The last anal bead, the biggest one. Almost. Wait, can I? It's got to speed up because that's not the right. It's.
Je tombe, c'est ton whisky de quoi?
This is French bread.
Je tombe, c'est ton whisky de quoi? Je tombe, c'est ton whisky de quoi?
Ah, man, it's like going to the Starbucks in Halifax. Bread is pain. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so hey, Greg.
Hi, Greg. Greg, when you're in France, is bread actually pain?
Hey.
Pain? Pain?
It's more funny than that the pool is piscine.
Oh, that's right.
Greg, did you start roasting the Bruceys? The Sprots?
Yeah, they're all in the.
Not to be confused with Sprats.
Yeah, but you can. They're all in there already.
The Sprouts. Wait, all three things? I did not.
Just the. I put the sprouts and the potatoes in.
Oh, so we're doing the pizza separate?
Well, it can't go in just yet. It's 6 minutes.
I was saying earlier, I want to figure out like what times you would put the flatbreads in. like like what times you can put it in where you just have the oven on and then off, and then all three things are cooked.
Yep.
Or you already figured it out?
Yeah.
That's what I love about you, Greg. You're so intuitive. Oh, I want to be done with this. My goal is to get this out on March 26th. That is like the final 100% goal of a Fox in Space episode 2. So that's the 30th anniversary of Star Fox 1 in North America. Greg, can I fix you a drink?
Yes.
All right. That is a big Texas-sized BRB.
That's what I. So I went to the dentist office yesterday, thinking I might have damaged a filling or something because my tooth was bothering.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I have a bit of inflammation, a bit of an infection at the root of molar that I'd already had a root canal on.
Oh no.
Yes, apparently something, kind of lingered. I mean, this was done a while ago, but anyway, so now they have to do the root canal all over again.
No, fuck.
Yeah, so hooray. It's not that the root canal hurt any. It wasn't bad. It's just a bunch of time and money.
Yeah, that's like a 2 or 3 hour procedure.
Yeah.
They had to do that when they took out my wisdom tooth. Because it fucked up the tooth next to it. Oh, man.
Which is... Yeah, no, I was... Because, I mean, last time I think I paid $1,000 out of pocket above and beyond what my insurance covered. Just like,
Oh.
And again, sitting for 3 hours in a chair. That...
Wah. My chair keeps trying to eat my lumbar pillow. Bubba got me a lumbar pillow, and it's like I've needed this for like a year.
Aw.
Holy fuck. But my chair keeps trying to eat it. It's my, like, pulling it out of the chair voice. Snake, do you know what a lazy boy is? Lazy boy. You're audio engineer, I assume. So, you have impressive skills. And a great butt.
Yay.
That took a long time. I think they make a cream for that. What do you know about Operation Lazy Susan? I want the lies to end now. Operation Lazy Susan, Snake. That was a long time ago. Yes. Memories with a shattered past. Shattered memories from a tattered past. One man will survive. One man will fall. DARPA. You got to change my DARPA. So, I'm ready to go. It suppressed the peptides in my stomach. You don't want to know.
I see you are a fan of our pachinko machines.
Are you an otaku too? Don't get me wrong, I don't mean to shit on Metal Gear Solid. I think it's possibly the best video game ever made. I only played through Metal Gear 2 once. I have to go back through it again. That was a rough time in my life. I didn't have a lot of time for video games. Do you think that love could bloom on the battlefield? Love is a battlefield, Otacon. Love is a
Ah, the clash of bone and sinew. Hurt me more.
God. I still have to finish that game. I think I'm almost on the second disc. I think the second disc starts after your second fight with Sniper Wolf. And it's such a perfect moment for it to just fade out to black and be like, please insert disc 2 to continue. It was such a, like, oh my God. So, like, yeah, I still do. Like, there's my favorite game of all time, and then there's, like, this is the best video game ever made, given what was available at the time and how much effort was put into this. The best video game, I think, of all time, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't know, like the punch, the cinematic oomph that game had when it came out in 1998. I was in like 8th or 9th grade when that shit came out. And holy shit. The fact that something that like amazing was being made in the 90s, yeah, I have a hard bias toward Metal Gear being like the best video game ever made. You're short one twist, DJ Napkin. There has to be one more twist. I just want to eat some Brussels sprouts right now. Greg, you make sure to leave those in a little bit longer than you usually would. Just a little bit. I mean, if you don't mind, like, I prefer mine to be like a tiny little bit extra cooked. A little tiny bit. Old Yeller, but it's the kid's dad in the dog suit because he really wants a dog and the father wants to be a furry, and then the father gets too whiny or whatever and the kid has to kill him. Then there has to be one more twist. Did I get my wings the other night? Oh, when we were talking about ordering wings, yeah, we got a lot of wings. I didn't eat a whole lot of them, but I had my fill and I was satisfied. That's what matters. As long as my friends get their fill first. The only reason I look into my neighbor's bowl is to make sure that he has enough, not that he has too much. Yes, Snake, it was called Les Enfants Terribles. Ah, that's terrible children in French. What are we looking at here? Dude, I would 100,000,000% have David Hayter play a character on my show, but I can't afford somebody like that. Maybe if the violence takes off and gets better, abso-fucking-lutely 100,000,000%, I would have David Hayter voice a character on my show. I don't know. We'll see. Some people might be hesitant to do a character on the show because it's going to be pretty rough. I don't think too bad. Just kind of in the same sense that some people are like, oh, I don't know if I want to be on this Game of the Thrones show. It's pretty rough or whatever. There's going to be some other psychological roughs that my show traverses. Nothing mind-blowing. It's just going to be a little, not for children. Kept you looking at your watch, huh? Wait, hell of a boss got Norman Reedus? Hell, that's pretty nice. Damn. We'll see. I'll go hang out at the Viper Room and see what weird people I can meet. Or what people I can meet by being weird. Greg, did it come with instructions?
Yeah.
What are the instructions?
Place an oven at 375 for 30 to 40 minutes.
That's it? Cool. Damn, I'm jealous. Well, everything's done based on internet clout now. There's some famous actor, let's see, you think of somebody. Even just Norman Reedus or whoever. You just random dude on his Instagram, he's not going to respond to that. But if you make a video with him in it as a meme or something that gets super popular, And then you go on Instagram and go, hey, at Norman Reedus, I made a big meme. I was the dude that did the meme that you're still rolling your eyes about every time one of your close friends forwards it to you. I wanted you to do a thing in my other thing. Could you do the thing? And yeah, like he's going to have a better chance of seeing that than Rando, who has yet to make anything, leaving an Instagram message saying, hey, Mr. Reedus, I am an established animator who has made blah, blah, blah. Like that's going to get like shoved down into the bottom of the abyss. It's fine. It's understandable, but in order to get a voice actor's attention, you gotta do something first. Or have a large enough fan base where you can go on YouTube and be like, hey, this is me sitting on the edge of my bed. Hey, Mr. Hater, David, don't be a hater. Please respond to my email. And I don't have a lot of money, but I'd love to have you voice a character in this cartoon. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make the clip of the voice actor I want, their animation, and voice a placeholder and have the animation look really good and send it to them and be like, hey, this is what I want you to voice. Here's how it looks. It already looks awesome. I've already animated it. But this is me doing the voice of your character. If you would do your lines over this voice the same way I'm doing them, I would be more than grateful. It's like with Nick Rochefort and Sam Hyde. Like, I've talked to Sam, but I'm not gonna approach anybody until I've like got the animation done and I can send it to them and be like, here's your character's full scene. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but you know, some of these people have expressed interest and I'm gonna ask them. If they don't want to, that's fine. It's like with David Hayter. If I don't want to, or if he doesn't feel like doing it, then, you know, that's fine. It's whatever. Does the pizza get put in last?
Yes.
So the veggies have to be cooked a lot longer than the pizza.
A lot.
The potatoes, I
I have to
imagine.
go check on. I'll be back.
We are roasting Brussels sprouts and pub potatoes separately. The little bitty round red ones. And we're also baking a pizza in the same oven. So there's certain things that have to be put in at different times than the other things. Like you put the potatoes in first, and then 20 minutes later you put the Brussels sprouts in. And then 20 minutes later, you put the pizza in. And then when the pizza is done, all three things are done. Like that kind of situation. There is one video game that I want you to play and completely finish, Rex. That it,
Which one?
like, have you've done any of the Metal Gears?
I've done 1, 2, and 3. I have not played 4.
I want you to play Metal Gear 2 on the MSX. It's 19
On the MSX, huh?
MSX2, 1990. Like, since you've played 1, 2, and 3, holy fuck. You go back and play Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake on the MSX2, it literally is like the first, it's the second technically, but 1990, there's a game you can knock on walls to distract enemies and crawl under vehicles and hide under them while enemies look for you. It's like Metal Gear Solid 1 on PSX, but in 1990, literally like 8 years before. It's my favorite Metal Gear game of all time. It's my favorite soundtrack of all of the games. It's fucking amazing. Metal Gear 1 on the NES was fine. Metal Gear 1 on the MSX. MSX is like the Japanese gaming computer, Atari keyboard kind of system. It was like the Japanese Commodore 64, kind of. Around the same level of performance, give or take. Like, both the Commodore 64 and the MSX2 were releasing video games in 1990. Like, they existed. But yeah, it was like a home family computer that you could put discs in, and also cartridges and tape drive, and like the Commodore and all that. It was basically like a Japanese Commodore 64 type kind of computer. And that, like, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 came out on the NES, but they were done by different companies, and they didn't follow the actual Metal Gear story at all, especially the second one. Metal Gear 1 on NES did a good job. Metal Gear 1 on NES was fine. People can shit on that game, but it was still stealth. You still had to sneak around enemies and rescue people and use rations. It was still the basic mechanism. It was still the basic mechanic of the Metal Gear games. Sneaking around, like if an enemy was looking away from you, you could be behind them, but they had like 180-degree field of vision in front of them, whichever way they were looking, and you could sneak. Cardboard box, use cigarettes to see lasers, all that stuff. Like, all that was still there. Metal Gear 2 on the regular Nintendo was like a silly action game with minor stealth elements, and it was not the same game at all. It was not, like, 0%. It was like apples and chainsaws. MSX2, or MSX for the first one, then the MSX2, like the upgraded, like the 64 and the 128 or whatever. I don't know the exact differences, but the MSX2 had Metal Gear 2 on it. And that's the one where you could crawl, you could get under stuff, knock on walls and distract enemies, and it was just... I played it when I was like 14, and it's the best Metal Gear game I've ever played. The vibe, everything about it, I cannot describe it to you. I've played Metal Gear 1 and 2, and Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and still Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake on the MSX2 computer is the just awesomest Metal Gear game I've played. Adjusting the curve for the year that the game came out, yeah, like, holy fuck. If that game came out on Sega Genesis, they could have put that on Sega Genesis. NES, it would have been very difficult, but 1990, they could have put that shit on Sega Genesis if they tried hard enough, and it would have been insane. But either way, like, it had the coolest graphics, the soundtrack was really cool. I'd never heard music like that in a video game before in my life. If I played this game in 1990 on an MSX2 when I was in kindergarten, when I was at 1990, I'd only played Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, the track meet game with the power pad, and Legend of Zelda 1. Those are the only video games I had played at that point. If I had played this game, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, when that came out, I would not have been able to go to any other US released games for ages. That shit was fucking mind-blowing. Rex, you'll see what I mean. You'll see, like, if you ever play it, you'll look at that and go like, Jesus, how did a game like this not blow everything away in 1990? Because it was on a Japanese home computer. It wasn't on NES or anything that was available mainstream in the US.
When I finish Police Knots, I'll get into it.
You definitely should. You should play Police Knots sometime soon. You gotta play Snatcher.
That too. I don't know anything about
How
Snatcher.
far are you in, well, Snatcher's basically Police Knots too.
Yeah.
But, how far are you in, Parasite Eve? You in day 5?
I guess I'm on the last day.
Day 6?
Day 5 or 6, yeah.
Day 6 is the last one, I believe.
I'm in the hospital.
And then there's the Chrysler building mini game. It's like horde mode, basically. You just keep going up floors. Greg, how much time has the food got left? I don't mean to keep asking.
I'll be right back.
I hope so. Что ты сегодня делаешь, Слава?
Работаю.
Ты серьезно?
Угу. Скоро запущу стрим.
Что?
Скоро запущу трансляцию.
Скоро что?
Запущу.
Запущу. Не знаю.
It's like to start. To start the translation.
Я раньше не слышал.
Запустить is more like about the technical stuff, like an engine or something like that. If you start something like that.
Do a smoke. Do a Maria. Hell yeah. Making your new draft. I always tell people, like, even if you don't think your draft will sound good, just get the first draft out. Just get one out. And you look at it and go, ugh, I could have done this better. And that's fine. But leave the draft and make improvements to it. It'll be your second draft. Hell yes. Even if you get it out and it's not that great, it is a starting point. That's my problem. It's like, oh, this isn't going to sound very good. It's like, well, get the first draft done. And then you can be like, well, there, it's done. People are going to think some parts of it aren't that good, but it's still mostly good. Listen to people and listen to what needs to be changed and make your changes and make a second draft and a third draft. It's just like making a video game. Video game designers have to do a 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, you know, and when you get to like 5.0 of your video game version, you look back at 1.0 and you're like, ooh, God, ugh, gross. Like, that's so bad. I can do so much better. That's fine, but it's okay starting out there. A lot of people can't bear to have their 1.0 look like a 1.0. That's what you call a perfectionist. And it's like, I won't release it until it's 100% perfect, and you might not be able to do that. I do that for music, even like 20 measures, ideas suck. I get one that I really enjoy, and getting that one is 100,000% worth it. Absolutely, 100% agree. I make all sorts of silly little music and stuff, but then some of them don't amount to anything, and then eventually I'll find one of my early pieces that I started with, and I keep adding to it and improving it, and it's like, this is the best thing I've ever written. The best song I think I ever wrote started out as me making up something as I woke up on a cot in the floor. and being like, oh, this thing, blah, 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 and then we gave it a graphical user interface, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, and then it's this and this, and I kept adding to it for like 3 months. But like the first version of it sounded lame. I still have them. I won't show them to anyone. Why am I leaning? Is it? Why didn't anybody tell me my ass was so big? I mean, my body was so lean. Have I been leaning like this the whole time? You're gonna think I'm fucked up. Hold on, man. And there. I have to calibrate. I have to go back to the thing and hit Control Home. Okay, hold on. I just need. And there we go. I think that's it. I don't know. I have a very plain ass. Is that it? I've got a drum walking out of the doors here. This part's not done. But from here. Why did Bubba have to fucking do his thing and introduce me to kolaches? I was not completely familiarized with them, and then he made us stop at a Buc-ee's, and now I just want kolaches. I'm very upset. I don't know what to do with myself. Greg, weren't those good? Greg might be up tending to the food. I'm just glad I had homemade borscht and it was so good. Are any of you here right now? Can any of you hear me?
I just sat back down. I'm eating though, but
I was cursing Bubba for introducing me to kolaches. Like, I've just been thinking about them for a long time.
They aren't hard to make.
Imagine not, but what is it?
Sometimes you just want it by someone who's been making it their whole life.
Yeah. Brisket, fresh on the board. Fresh brisket on the board. What is it they say? Fresh brisket on the board. Or whatever.
Ever since, with people getting their taste of Buc-ee's. Is that it, my friend?
Oh, yes. Chock pie house. Access to you right now. And that is a full brisket. When you go to the bar, lean flat. We want
Is he
it.
gonna-
We
is
don't
he
want a
gonna yell
lot.
it?
We want a little. 'Cause that's where the flavor is. So that's the lean part.
Orlando.
Brain right now. Bad. He's gonna see it. We're going. So it's egg into the.
He's gotta yell it.
Every time.
Here it is. Here it is.
Rolling here next party.
Wait, say that again. What?
Fresh hot brisket on the board.
Oh, got it.
Fresh hot brisket on the board.
All right, Amy.
Fresh
Anytime you
hot,
tell 'em,
yeah,
we gotta
that's it. Fresh hot brisket on the board, and then all the other people in the meat department go, fresh hot brisket on the board. Like, yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, Greg, are you there? Yeah, fresh hot brisket on the board. Hell yeah, dude. Maria, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, fresh hot brisket on the board. Yeah, when we drove to my mother's, I was helping Bubba move from Texas to New Hampshire. And as we went out, we stopped at a Buc-ee's. I had never been to a Buc-ee's before. Oh my God. It's like the Disney World of gas stations. But instead of a mouse, it's a beaver. Yeah, Bucky the beaver. Bucky's. And it is a giant. I don't even know how big it is. It's like as big as a stadium, but it's a gas station. And they have saltwater taffy. They have fresh made. Oh, they had the mascot. They had the guy dressed up in the Buc-ee's costume and people getting pictures, everything. They had saltwater taffy. They had the beef jerky, every other kind of jerky. Oh my God. I'd never been. It was like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we went and it was so neat. It was so cool. I got a bunch of stuff for my mom. I think the one we went to was in Tennessee. Around Nashville or whatever, I can't remember. But it was a lot of fun, and the food was really good. And they had these things called kolaches. Let me look up the. Yeah, I'll bring them up on stream. These are the kolaches. So it's like a bun. Here's one that's been cut in half. They have like sausages and wieners in them sometimes, or ground beef meat. That one's got jalapeno peppers in it. These are what kolaches are. This is what they look. It's like a pig in a blanket kind of thing. But like some of them are dessert. Some of them are, sausages. But this is what they look like for sure. It's wonderful. There's the Buc-ee's beaver nuggets. Beaver nuggets, the best way I can describe to you what Buc-ee's beaver nuggets taste like, if you have ever had the cereal corn pops, they're like corn pops if you also dipped them in Cracker Jack syrup. Like the stuff that they dip Cracker Jacks in, if you dipped corn pops in the stuff that they used to dip Cracker Jacks in, that is literally exactly what beaver nuggets are. They're corn pops, but dipped in Cracker Jack syrup. And they've got like, they're basically Texas Danishes. These ones we had, the boudin kolaches. So good. Yeah, beaver nuggets or corn pops dipped in Cracker Jack syrup. Brisket, yeah, hot brisket, fresh on the board, or whatever. But, like, seriously, the gas station is like the Disney World of gas stations. You know, gas stations usually have like 10 pumps or 8 gas pumps. This place has like 60 or 40 or like 50. Like it's enormous. I have never in my entire life seen a gas station like this. I loved it. Like yeah, there's the, here, let me find the jerky selection. Oh my God. I got the Bohemian garlic. I think that was my favorite. This is all the different, these are all the different beef jerkies that they have. All the different flavors. Holy shit. And these are like the locally made ones. There's steakhouse, lemon pepper, Bohemian garlic, ghost pepper. Oh my God, it's insane. Yeah, there's taffy gummies. Oh my God. If you have any chance, if you live around Texas or Tennessee or Florida, or like, and you're driving through, please, for the love of Jesus of Nazareth, stop at a Buc-ee's. That's the logo. That's the beaver guy. It's so good. It really is. It really is. I went for the first time like a week ago. A week or so ago. That was when we were driving through. Like, they have everything. It is the most amazing gas station that you will ever stop at. Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good.
Got a party or something? We've got it for you. You can go. You can even buy a whole brisket from.
Here, let me show the brisket. And they make the jerky. They make the stuff in the stores and everything.
And the beautiful thing is, one of the things is we do the sliced brisket. So if you've got a party or something, we've got it for you. You can go. You can even buy a whole brisket from us. We'll wrap it in foil like you made it.
Yeah, did you
So
hear
you
that,
can
Amy?
just roll in here next party.
Wait, say that again. What?
Fresh chop brisket on the board.
Oh, got it.
Fresh chop brisket on the board.
All right, Amy.
Every
Yeah,
time
he
you
says
tell them, we
fresh
gotta
hot
repeat it.
brisket on the board.
We want them to know. There it is.
And like when they've got it all chopped and done, he yells, "Fresh hot brisket on the board!" And then everyone else in the meat department yells the same thing, "Fresh hot brisket on the board!" Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. Like, I remember when we went in there, Bubba was laughing his ass off. He's like, "You all right, Fred?" I'm like, this is. I don't know how I feel about this, Bubba. This is good, but I don't know. It's like the chick from Gentleman Broncos after she reads Yeast Lords. She's like, I don't know how I feel about this. I need to think about this. Oh man. Thankfully, they don't say that. Rex, you've been to a Buc-ee's, right?
No, I have not yet.
You are. Well, know what we're going to be doing the next time we all run down to Tennessee to see my mom and my aunt. For sure.
Is there one in Tennessee?
They're building one in Tennessee right now.
Oh, shit.
No. We went to the one in Crossville, Tennessee. That's where Sindrake used to live. I used to drive to his house for my mom's like every other weekend. There's one in Crossville. That's the one that we went to. And then they're building one in Sevierville, like, you know, near Dollywood. That's like less than an hour from my mom's house. Crossville's like almost 3 hours away.
Fred.
Huh? What's up? Greg?
Yeah, supper's ready.
Oh.
And, second.
And what? Did something happen? What's wrong?
No, I was just trying to get this to be loud enough that you can actually pick it up. Because the, this is from...
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Fresh biscuit
Life.
on the board. That's the one that Greg recorded.
Yep. Supper.
Well, I'm gonna have to get up there and get some food, so let me take a small break for like 10 minutes. Gonna go eat my Brussels sprouts.
lose.
Are we here? Are we still intact?
Yeah.
You lose.
Did Rex dip?
I am
No, I'm
here,
here.
just writing my synopsis.
What you doing, Rex?
Modeling. Not male modeling, but just, you know. I'm just voguing to myself.
Wolf would look great in a tank top. Why? I don't know. Yes, you do. You know exactly why. I think everybody knows exactly why, because he's Wolf. Under that beige trench coat, he is wearing a tank top.
Orgasm achieved. Good work. High score.
Now you just being perverted. Y'all just being perverted. Yeah. Damn, fool. Wait, I can't say fool? Okay. Alright. Don't cancel me. I'm trying to coexist. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 26 frames left to do of this stud. Marziboomfoo. Oh no, what'd you fuck up? Those are the good ones. How did you fuck up? Oh no.
Oh no! Anything wrong with that?
There is something wrong with that. That's a.
Oh no!
And you. I made a boo-boo. Yeah, a little bit. Gunpla. I always said gunplay, but I think it's gunpla. You know you fucked up, right? You know you just fucked up, right? Damn. It's not fun. What am I looking at here? Okay, so what's going on here? It just deleted the object I was editing. What is it? I was not working on this, dude. Where is Homeboy? This isn't good. This is a bad thing. Where is the object of Paul on this? Like, where is he? You see that he's not even like, where is the grease pencil object here? This is bad. This is like actually bad. I may have lost my entire day's work.
You just restore an autosave.
Yeah, but what if the autosave is this? What in the fuck? I'm not in a weird thing. Like, no, I've looked. Hold on a minute.
Open up another copy of Blender and load your autosave.
I'm a fucking idiot. We're fine. I'm in the linked file. I haven't linked that one yet. I opened this one oh shit. I didn't just fuck up my oh no! No! Oh, yeah. No, we're good, but I did just lose some work. I lost like hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. What is this one now? No, we're good. 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 We're all right. We're all right. I was just like the other thing that Paul, not Clem, but Paul. Paul, like, his animation file doesn't exist. His animation object doesn't exist. And I realized, like, I'm not in my main work file. I'm in the externalized file. And I'm editing an old thing of the character here. And like, when I go back to my other file, he'll be in there. He'll be fine. Because I haven't. This is the RAM file I'm going in and editing, not my regular normal file of things. Now when I go back to do that one, it'll be fine. There he is, see? Yep, there he is. We're good. We're good. I'm just dumb. Don't worry about it. All right, what have we got here?
Des, did Pigma Dengar come through here?
Pigma Dengar? I haven't... Is he on the train?
Running security. He went this way.
Jim, I didn't think...
What have you got for me?
I didn't think Pepper would send you.
How did you find these?
You don't have any friends, Jim. Don't think too hard about it. If you knew what Andros was up to, what he was really up to, you would have given those to Pepper years ago. Instead of hiding them.
I should destroy them. Right now.
You won't. It was her work. Just as much as yours. Geniuses. I dropped out and Accretions won. Jim, don't let it go to waste.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook.
And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right?
I'm fit. Just a couple days, no sleep. This is such an ugly planet.
And dangerous. I never learned to care for it. Go get some sleep. Des. Des.
Captain. Your friend looks tired. We were informed that you carry a sort of improvised shooting instrument. Please place it on the table and calmly step away.
I might need some help with that.
Your compliance, Captain. I do not want a fuss.
I don't want to kill you, Ekblade. You know I'm walking off this train.
My partner seems to think that
I know what he said.
Your friend looks tired.
Excellent!
Well, I got a couple left of that to do. I hate to hop out of here early. I got a lot of cleanup to do. But thank you all for coming out. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll probably be on tomorrow a little bit longer than I was today. I gotta spend some time with my buddies and get some stuff cleaned up, so y'all take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow.